Alright, so I'm here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and I have been here for around a week or so, my first week, and I'm mainly here because of an internship that I applied to do. But yeah, I traveled beforehand. I went to Singapore as well. I recorded a bunch of footage there, a lot of vlogs and all that, but I just haven't had the chance to edit them. But it was a really good experience. It was one of the best experiences of my life. I went to a lot of places, not all of them, but I also experienced New Year's over there. I just haven't had the chance to record until now, but yeah. So basically, I went back to my roots. I went to Golden Screen Cinemas here in KL, Malaysia, which is, I think, one of the biggest cinema franchises here. And yeah, watched a couple movies yesterday when I had the chance to. And the reason why I didn't really explore the city was because I kind of did on my first weekend here, and I'm just really tired and I wanted to see some movies. But basically I went to the One Utama shopping mall, which honestly looked really good. It was actually really large, a lot of people, and there were a lot of food areas, and I'd definitely be visiting there again pretty soon. But yeah, I watched Underwater in normal screenings and 1917 in gold class, but I'll talk about that movie and that experience in a separate video. But yeah, it was actually very inexpensive compared to what it normally costs back home. I'd say I paid for 2 tickets for 2 people because I saw it with a friend. It costed around 42 ringgit, 21 ringgit per person, which equates to probably around, well, I checked my bank account and both tickets were just over 12 Australian dollars, which is very cheap per ticket, 6 something Australian dollars compared to back home, which it was around 16 Australian dollars at the lowest. Sometimes you get saver tickets for members, which is 12 Australian dollars, but it would range typically around 16 to 20 Australian dollars. Or cinemas, movies pretty cheap here comparatively. But yeah, in terms of the seating, it was very comfortable. The seats were actually really plush and really soft. But in terms of the actual, everything else, it wasn't very spacious. Not a lot of leg room and not a lot of arm room as well. But the seats were comfy. One thing to note, coming to cinemas here in Malaysia, is that there are, well, most of the, all of the movies, all of the Hollywood movies are in English, which is good. But there are Chinese and Malaysian captions underneath every movie, which honestly, it doesn't really get too annoying. It was kind of annoying at first, but it's still fine, I guess. And there weren't a lot of ads like I was expecting. It still went for around 15 minutes, the previews and such. But most of the time it was just trailers, not a lot of ads at all, maybe 4 or 5. Compared to back home, there were a lot more ads. But yeah, Underwater. Now, I have mixed opinions about this movie, but I don't think it was as bad as some people made it out to be. But yeah, the movie is about these characters who are in this research station in the Mariana Trench area, which is the deepest part of the ocean. And they find some mysterious underwater sea creatures there that try to fuck them up, basically. So this is ultimately a situational horror thriller where these people are put into this very precarious situation and they have to try to find a way out of it. And I love these type of movies about underwater sea monsters, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I wanted to see this, even though I saw that it didn't really get a good review. I've always been interested in those kind of creepy stuff, But the beginning I thought was kind of boring. Like, I didn't really find it to be that interesting at all. But, you know, after the halfway point, it started to get really interesting actually. But in my opinion, the best part about this movie was kind of the third act, like towards the end, where you know you find out that nothing is as it seems and that there was a bigger threat involved. You know, I liked seeing the movie evolve. But yeah, like most of these scares were very predictable. Like it was very obvious what was going to happen. But I mean, you could say that about every movie nowadays. A lot of things, like if you see a lot of movies, are going to be predictable. So there's that. But you know, it was very obvious. Like oh, that guy's gonna die, or you know, something's gonna happen to this guy. Like it was very predictable. And I guess I mean, there could have been more character development, character customization, and you know, some more backstory of the characters. I mean, there were some, you know, but definitely not enough that made me really care too much about these characters. Maybe you know, Kristen Stewart's character and uh, you know, Emily as well. And I really liked Kristen Stewart in this movie. I did, and I feel like she gets a lot of hate nowadays, but I actually think she's a pretty good actress. And TJ Miller was pretty funny as well. But yeah. But like yeah, like I was saying, like I actually did enjoy this movie. It's definitely not a movie that I might see again, but it was definitely like kind of intense at times and suspenseful, and it was also surprisingly emotional at times as well, which I kind of like. You know, it had a bit of everything that I want or like to see in a movie, which was great, but it definitely could have been better, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna give Underwater a B. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Have you seen Underwater? What did you think about it? Please leave a comment on your thoughts below. Like the video if you liked it, and drop a sub to help the channel out. Also, yeah, feel free to check out my previous videos. And I guess look forward to... fuck. And yeah, I guess look forward to the Singapore vlogs that I might be uploading pretty soon. Until next time.